What's cracking, boys and my ladies? It's his Royal Guard Ren, and today we're going over the progression path through Elden Ring. This is gonna contain huge spoilers, obviously. I've got all my Melania set, looking like the best waifu in the world. I have a video on how to beat her easily. Check it out if you've been struggling. But in the meantime, it's gonna be my Elden Ring playlist, and I actually should have the video in the description below. But anyways, this is the progression path through Elden Ring. So Elden Ring has a total of 12 mandatory bosses you must defeat in order to be able to get to the end of the game. Now, that doesn't sound like many bosses compared to the other mandatory Souls bosses, but honest to goodness, even for this game, because of how huge it is and how much there is in the game itself, it's unbelievable that 12 measly bosses could have so much other content branched out to it. I'm talking about I still haven't even found everything, and I'm over 100 hours in the game, so yeah, that does speak for itself, plus Melania was like probably half of that. But anyways, so let's first go to progression path. Like I said before, huge spoilers ahead for the whole game, so just be ready for that. Or not for the whole game, but for the whole major progression story. So let's get into it right now. So you first start at the first step, and your first challenge is going to make your way through Gatefront and fight on where is his boy? Murget the Fell Omen. He's the first mandatory boss you're gonna have to beat, because you're gonna have to beat Murget in order to access Stormveil Castle's main gate. And from there, you're gonna make your way up, and you're gonna fight Godric the Grafted, the first Great Rune Bearer you're gonna have to take down. Godric is gonna be required, in all honesty, if you really want to defeat him. Then from there, you could technically skip Godric if you don't want to fight him right away and just go straight to Larunia through the Stormhill Shack. Make your way over, and then you can go down and make your way to the lakes of Larunia. From there, you're gonna have to make your way all the way up, and you're gonna have to get yourself the Glintstone key. Have a video on how to do that. Lucky you is in my Elden Ring playlist, but it will be around here after going away from Smarg the dragon, which I've actually made a video on how to defeat him too. But once you get that Glintstone key, you go up through the Academy Gate Town, and you make your way up to Lea Rucaria, where you'd have to fight the Red Wolf of Redigan. Where Red Wolf of Redigan is the next boss that is required to fight. And even though, yeah, sure, you could, a lot of people say, oh, maybe you could technically go and take down Starscourge Radahn. I guess you could, but honest to goodness, Godric the Grafted is technically going to be someone you're going to want to fight anyways, especially since he's way easier. But anyways, getting off topic, from there you would go through the rest of Lucaria and make your way up to fight Renala, the Queen of the Full Moon. Renala, interestingly enough, a bit of lore here, is actually the mother of Rani, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so you take down Renala, and then you'd have 2 Great Runes. Those 2 Great Runes would also get you not only another pouch, but also would allow you access to the capital of Leyendell. And capital of Leyendell is going to be your next big stop, where there you would fight Godfrey. This is the like ethereal spirit golden form of Godfrey, but you would fight him. I actually don't have that unlocked because I've actually gone quite far in the game. I actually beat the final boss yesterday, but anyways, yeah, you fight Godfrey right here, and then you will want to defeat Morgott, the Omen King. Morgott, I have a video on how to beat him in less than 2 minutes with an overpowered blue build, check that out. But yeah, you would fight Morgott, and from Morgott, where you want to go from there is to the Fire Giant. The Fire Giant can be located up after obtaining the Grand Lift of Roll, which is where you're going to want to go anyways. That's where the story kind of tells you to go. From here, and then from the Grand Lift of Roll, which you get the medallion from Melania after defeating Morgott. But you make your way up here, and then you go all the way through, you go up here, you go around, you get to the foot of the forge, destroy the Fire Giant, and then make your way to the Forge of Giants, which would then take you over to this next area, which I believe is the Crumbling Azure something, like Crumbling Azure Ruins or something. Here you make your way through a full circle on this awesome Dragon Shrine or Dragon Peak type area, and you make your way to fight Miliketh, the Black Blade, which I made a video on, by the way, which is really cool. So check that out. I basically made a video on how to beat all the main bosses in the game. Check it out in the playlist. But yeah, you go and you destroy Miliketh. After you've defeated Miliketh, the fire is going to burn the Erd Tree, and then you're going to make your way back to the capital, where you're going to fight, where you are going to have to fight, now technically I guess you could kill him and you wouldn't have to fight him, but you have to fight, Gideon, the All-Knowing. I actually am going to have a video on how to beat him out very soon. Gideon, the All-Knowing, is just a spellcaster, so you can easily just R1 him to death. But anyways, Yeah, you fight Gideon, and then you would go and take down the true Godfrey and his horrible, horrible, pitiful stand in phase 2. And once you defeated Godfrey, you're almost there. You've only got 2 more bosses to face because you have a 2-in-1 boss fight as the final boss, being Redigan, the golden something, I forget. Being Redigan. And then immediately after you defeat Redigan, you have to fight the final boss, being the Elden Beast. The Elden Beast and all of them are at the Elden Throne. They are an amazing boss fight. Have videos on how to defeat all of them. Check them out. They will be in the Elden Ring new playlist down below. But yeah, that is the progression path, the main progression path, the mandatory progression path of Elden Ring. It's not that complicated once you've played through the game as much as I have, but definitely for a beginner, if you were kind of wondering, just to recap really quick, you go from the first step, and then from the first step you make your way up through Stormvale, destroy Godric, then make your way all the way up through Lorania, over to Temple Headquarters. From here you go here, get the Glintstone Key, then you want to go back to the Academy Gate Town, make your way up to Raya Lucaria, destroy the wolf, the Red Wolf at the Debate Parlor, go up through, defeat Renala, then you'd want to keep going up from... Actually, there's 2 ways you could get to the Great Plateau. The first way you could go is to get kidnapped by the Adjudicator Yeti. The first way is to get abducted by the Abductor Virgin that's at the bottom. Made a video on how to do that down below in my OP Bleed build, but you would go there and you get abducted and killed by the Abductor Virgin. They would take you up to the Volcano Manor, where you can go and defeat the Abductor Virgin duo, which I made a video on how to defeat them, lucky you. And then you would make your way to the Great Plateau. Or not the Great Plateau, this isn't Breath of the Wild, the Atlas Plateau. Or you could go the other easy route that I made, which was from the ravine. You would go through the ruin-strewn Prepperside, or however you say that, and then you make your way all the way around, defeat Makar, and then you defeat Makar, and then you'd end up in the Erdtree Grazing Hill, which is another way to take you to the Western Atlas Plateau. And from here, you just make your way all the way through. You go through the outer gates, you go and you run across, or no, you would go here, then you run across, you fight the Draken Sentinel, you go into the Capital Rampart, go fight Godfrey, then you make your way up towards the Lift of Roll with the medallion Millennia gives you, and then you would go all the way up and around, and make your way to Guardian's Garrison, go through, get up here, maybe hit the Church of Apostle, get the Rivers of Blood, go through the Foot of the Forge, defeat the Fire Giant, teleport your way use the teleporter by talking to Millennia at the Grace, send yourself all the way over here to the Giant Circle, run around her, defeat Melikith the Black Blade, come back around, go back to the capital of Ash, which you'll get teleported to instantly, fight Godfrey, make your way into the Elden Throne, defeat Redigan, and vanquish the Elden Beast to become the Elden Lord, or do whichever other ending you have. I won't spoil all of them, but I am making videos on how to do all of them and get every ending, so stay tuned for that. But that is the progression path to Elden Ring. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit me up with a like, always appreciate it, especially if you got value from the content. That's what I'm all about here with Elden Ring and you guys, so that's awesome too. But also, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss those videos on how to get those endings. And also, make sure to hit me up on your email list for extra notification and check out my other socials just in case I got something there that you might not find on my YouTube channel. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Check out the Elden Ring playlist. It will be down below for all that Elden Ring good stuff and the power within. And until next time, rise my fellow tarnished and brandish thine Elden Ring.